Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to talk about portfolio risk analysis. In earlier classes, also earlier PPTs and videos, we discussed about securities and risk. So today our main aim to cover the topic portfolio. So before going that, we should know some basic terms about which I think you should know. And maximum of you know what is risk, what is portfolio. Many of you don't know what is quantification, so we'll discuss deeply on it, and what are the securities. So let me talk about that what is risk. I know everyone know what is risk. हम नॉर्मल अपने रास्ते में चलते हैं तो इन एवरी डे इन एवरी सेकेंड वी फेस सम रिस्क इन आवर लाइफ. So that is what the risk is all about. When we say the risk is explained in theoretical as the fluctuation in returns, when it come in the context of some financial terms, so we can say it is the fluctuation in returns from a security. A security that yields consistent returns over a period of time, and it is termed as riskless security or risk-free security. But in a layman language, we can say that risk is inherent in all the walks of life. An investor cannot foresee the futures definitely. Hence, risk will always exist for an investor. Risk is in fact the watching word for all investors who enter capital market. Now come to the portfolio. What is portfolio? Portfolio is a collection of financial investment like stock, bond, commodity cash and cash equivalents, interest, ETF and many more. But when we talked about a portfolio management, means we have to manage it in terms of management. So we can say that portfolio management, it is the selection that what you have to select, proper thing you have to select. In management, we talked about planning, organizing, all those things we talked about, like how to organize, how to manage. So same in portfolio management in context with security. We should select or we should finalize our priorities and control of an organization on new projects or programs. As we know, when we are in a company or an organization, always receive some new projects and programs. अगर कोई कंपनी है, सिंपल कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, तो उसको डेली बेसिस में कुछ ना कुछ न्यू प्रोग्राम्स या प्रोजेक्ट्स जो है उस पर काम करना पड़ेगा. तो एक कंपनी को किस प्रोजेक्ट पे काम करना है, किस प्रोग्राम पे काम करना है, उसके पास बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं. एंड ऑल्सो ही हैज़ मैनी रिसोर्सेज टू सेटिस्फाई हिमसेल्फ herself. His company's aim, goals, to achieve company's goal through those programs and project. First thing which a project manager or portfolio manager should consider is that which one is best for them. So the goal is to achieve or balance the implementation of changes. In portfolio management, the goal is to achieve or balance the implementation of change initiatives and the maintenance of business as usual while optimizing returns on the investments. So what we cover under the portfolio risk analysis, basically it is based on quantification of risk. So portfolio risk analysis is based on quantification of risk. Now the next one is, what is quantification? So quantification or quantitation is the act of counting and measuring. What it comes to quantify, value and risk. So in quantification, it is a mathematical terms. In mathematical terms we use it, or in two metrics of statistical. in two mathematical statistics we covered it, that is alpha and beta, which are useful for investors. Both risk ratio used in MPT and help to determine the risk reward profit of investment securities. So now we understand what is risk, what is portfolio, what is quantification. And already we know that what is security, because everything which is based on quantification we covered under the category of securities. So when we say securities, we know what is there. So simply let me इसको थोड़ा सा मैं आपको बहुत डिटेल में नहीं जाऊंगी सिक्योरिटी का, बिकॉज वी ऑलरेडी टॉक्ड अबाउट दैट. तो इन शॉर्ट में विल जस्ट गो थ्रू इट सिक्योरिटीज. सो सिक्योरिटी मीन्स it is a financial instrument, typically any financial assets that can be traded. Now it depends on the nature in security. So what is security? Security is a financial instrument, typically any financial assets that can be traded. For example, let's take some examples of securities. Security means any note, stock, treasury stock, bond, debentures, certification of interest, and many more. Now it depends on the nature of what can and can't be called a security. We had so many things, and from that we have to finalize that what will come under the category of security and what can't be. So generally it depends on the jurisdiction in which the assets are being traded. I'll take one example in which broadly these security has been categorized. In the United States, the term security broadly covers all traded financial assets that breaks into three main categories. So these three securities are equity security, debit security, and derivation security. And already we talked about in earlier PPT also. So today we are not going on deep on these topics. If anyone have any query, they can ask. So our main